Alright, so someone is like beeping that horn out there, so I guess you can say they're real horny. I'm sorry. Anyways, what's up, y'all? It's your man, yes, the Herman Star back again. The hair is looking wild because I definitely need a new retwist, but I was just outside on my walk. It's kind of windy out there, but it's still sunny. And yeah, I am back and I'm here to do the general read for the sign of Leo. So if you have Leo in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, this is for you. What's up, Leo? How's it going? Get another read this weekend. Ooh. I saw that card, but we're not going to choose that. Not if it doesn't show up again, then if it shows up again, then obviously I'll be forced to choose it. But yeah, anyways, if you would like a personal read, you're able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. Your card's just flippity dipping in over here. Oh god, it still showed up upright. We'll get there when we get there, of course. But yeah, shoot me an email if you are messaged by anybody claiming to be me, offering you reads or anything else. It is not me. I will not reach out to you. You reach out to me if you want that read. Okay? All right. We start with the Ace of Swords. This is the card that fell, but it still fell in this position here. So, still a good sign that, even if you metaphorically fall off the wagon per se, and your possible, creative pursuits, it could be something of a new idea of just how you're going about love or work or partnerships in general. Even if you do fall back into old habits, it's good to see that, and I know the sun is crazy, so I'm going to hold it close. But it's still good to see that your breakthrough is still going to have a positive effect on you. Like, there's still going to be moments where you can tap back into, the pretty much, I don't want to say the premonitions, but that word's coming to mind. I don't know. Right? That siren is kind of effing me up, to be honest with y'all, but I should be used to the noises right now, right? But it's still good to see that you're going to go back into pretty much a mode of clearing your mind before you make a decision on things. So that's good to see there. The reason why I brought up like partnership or, a relationship or partnership, whatever the kind is because you have the Two of Cups. When it is upright there, this is a mutual attraction, a mutual unionship amongst individuals, you and somebody else. But it came up in reverse here, and usually that's a sign of one who is withdrawing from this type of connection, one who is rejecting that type of connection. But also it can also be the card of someone who's in a relationship, but there's power imbalance going on. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying you have to play your little gender role or whatever the case is. I'm saying that there's one individual within this relationship who feels that they, have more power than the other individual. And because of that, they might be abusing said power. It could be manipulative ways that show up, like emotional manipulation. It could be, something of that nature where somebody realizes a weak spot in their partner and they're exploiting that. And whether that is you or your partner, you want to be mindful of it. If it is you who's the exploiter here, you should want to tap again back into that Ace of Swords energy and want to figure out how come you are that type of partner to your romantic partners, or just anybody that you partner with. Why do you feel the need to be this way? You know, there could be a breakthrough that happens because of the soul searching, the mind, the asking of yourself, the questioning of yourself. That is the case. And if you are the individual who is being toyed with, you can still ask yourself questions like, why am I in this situation? Like, if you constantly find yourself in situations like that, ask yourself, well, how come you seem to find yourself in situations like that? If it's your first time, you can still ask yourself, how come I'm still here? Questions of that nature. You can even try to ponder as to why your partner feels it's okay for them to have this power trip over you. Wherever that weak spot is, you question the weak spot. I'm just naming things. I'm not saying that this is the clear cut whatever. I'm just saying, hey, take whatever resonates, as I always say, and leave the rest for someone else or no one else, right? Your last card that you have here, though, is the Six of Wands. So this is the card of validation and triumph, recognition as well. And I think it's great that whatever is going on in this situation here that you have with this partner, I think you speaking up and standing up for yourself is going to get them to not see you as weak. Now, I am not excusing their behavior. I think this is a situation here now that I'm like fully seeing the cards, right? I think it's a situation to where, your partner saw a weakness or weak spot and decided to exploit that for whatever reason. Personally speaking, and this is not me as a reader, this is me as just an individual talking to you when I say this. So let me put this card down so you won't confuse the two. Personally speaking, I don't want to say what I want to say because then it's going to come off as me telling you to leave them. Pay attention to that. That's a red flag to me. That's what I'm going to say. That is a red flag if someone even notices a weakness, even something that you notice about yourself is a weakness. If anybody, a romantic partner, even a business partner, were to notice that weakness, that weak spot, and then their initial thought, or at least it won't, even if it's not an initial thought, the very thought and the very act of them exploiting that to their advantage is a red flag to me. That's all I'm gonna say. But as far as with these cards here, again, I feel like here's a Leo in a relationship, and they're in a relationship with somebody who notices a weak spot about them. But you stood up for yourself and you pretty much let them know how much, you're not going to take that disrespect. Like, you understand the flaw that you have as they saw the flaw. And it seems as though it's going to work out in your favor. Maybe in regards to the relationship where they decide to not, exploit you anymore, Or it works out in your favor in the sense that you recognize your worth and you leave that individual and you end up being the victor in that situation there, because you're no longer with somebody who is going to see you at your weakest moment and try to exploit that. Take it however it resonates. Once again, that is the tarot. We'll get into the oracle right now, but before I choose a card, I would like to remind you to please hit that like, comment, share, subscribe as well. And if you would like a personal read, once again, you are able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. I will not reach out to you, you reach out to me. Okay? All right. So your card today is choose wisely. A number of people have been getting this card. So we all got to choose wisely, I guess, but nah. So choose wisely. Decisions shape your path amid challenges. Stay open to learning as answers reveal your destined journey. So again, I don't want to come off as saying, trying to tell you the answers or give you the answer on what to do with your partner with this situation here. Okay? You tap in again to that Ace of Swords and go within, speak to your higher self, and make the decision you feel as though is the wise decision for you in regards to this situation here. All right? Okay. That's what I have for you today, Leo. If you got anything from this, please hit that like, comment, let me know what you think. Share this video with a Leo or your partner even, or just anyone you feel as though you want to share it with, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Once again, if you would like that personal read, shoot me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. I will not reach out to you. You reach out to me. Okay. I would like to thank you for trusting me for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Take care.